up, y'all? Okay, so I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that if you're tuning in to this video for the very first time on my YouTube Q&A, just know that this is part 2 of a 2-part series. So check out my first video, which is linked down below. Enjoy. Okay, another couple of quick things that I want to make sure that I mention, because I think this is very, very important for any of you guys that are out here trying to start YouTube or have started YouTube or whatever the case may be. Number one of the biggest tips I can say is please make sure that you have the personality to do YouTube, okay? And I don't mean you have to be brash and outlandish and loud and uncensored and unfiltered and all that shit, okay? Like I am. I'm not saying any of that. In fact, what I'm doing is, this is me. This is who I am. And, you know, that doesn't always work in every sense when it comes to sponsorships and other money-making opportunities, because I'm not necessarily the brand that all companies are going to want to wrap themselves around. Okay, let's just be real, because my ass is unfiltered as fuck, okay? But that's my cross to bear. That's what I choose to do because that's who I am and that's where I'm most comfortable. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I've been fine so far with it and I will continue to be, okay? However, please make sure that when you start doing YouTube that you have the personality for it, meaning that you're comfortable in front of a camera. I know not everyone's going to be comfortable when they first turn it on. Even when I first started doing YouTube, when I started uploading videos, I was a lot more demure because I also was working in corporate America, so I was kind of being very careful with what I put out and that type of thing. But the other side of things is that you want to make sure your ass don't have no dead ass personality, because no one wants to watch somebody who just doesn't seem like they want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Your ass can't be talking about some hair care product or whatever and your ass is just sitting there like,
you know, it's cool. I like it. Yeah, it says it's non-greasy, so I guess it means it's just not greasy. I don't know. Yeah, I like it.
I'm done watching your shit. I will delete that video with the quickness. I will X the fucking box to move on to the next damn video. That's not gonna make my ass subscribe. Please make sure your ass has an actual personality that fits for YouTube. Now, if you do not and find that you're a little bit shyer and find that you're not really comfortable in front of the camera, that's okay, honey bunny. There's other ways to make money out there in this social world, in the social network, okay? You can actually blog and be just fine and not have to worry about physically being on any kind of camera. You can start a blog and talk about things in writing. You can put up pictures and you don't even have to show yourself on camera at all outside of maybe taking some pictures or whatever. Or if you're doing a blog on food or you're doing a blog on fashion or whatever the fuck, you don't necessarily have to be on camera showcasing products if that's not what your personality allows for, okay? Because like I said, nobody wants to watch no dry ass person on YouTube, and that's most certainly a big reason why a lot of these YouTubers that are out here that are struggling for, because clearly they're not comfortable in front of the camera and clearly their personality is not suited for a YouTube platform, okay? So if any of y'all find that you are uncomfortable in front of the camera and it's not really something that you're really comfortable with or happy about, or maybe your videos showcase that, maybe look into blogging. You know what I mean? Showcasing your the things that you enjoy in a blog type setting. You know, there's so many things you can do, and blogging was actually the thing to do to make coin before YouTube became what it is now, okay? So look into that as well. YouTube is not the only way to make money, okay? So please look into that if you're someone that doesn't necessarily have the most outgoing of personalities. I'm just saying, just FYI, okay? How do YouTubers get paid? There are several ways that YouTubers get paid, okay? YouTubers get paid, one, by the ad revenue generated, some of the ad revenue generated from the views, from the ads that are placed on their videos, okay? So you'll get paid through Google AdSense, okay, which there's a whole formula for that. So if you want to check that out, you can actually YouTube search it or Google search it. It'll give you all the logistics of how Google AdSense works and what YouTubers most typically get paid and how that whole thing works. But Google AdSense is one realm where YouTubers do get paid, okay? Some are affiliated with networks. Some YouTubers are affiliated with networks, and the networks will pay them. The other side of it is too, is that many YouTubers get paid for affiliations as well as sponsorships. So sponsored type videos where a company will send you a product or have you mention something in a video and pay you for that promotion in said video, okay? And they'll pay you for that, whether it's based on views or you get paid just a flat fee, whatever that may be, for having put the video out. There's also opportunities where you may get paid to promote something on your YouTube channel and you get paid an affiliate percentage where you'll get a percentage of the sales from whatever it is that you sell from the video that you put out on the product. So there's many different ways that people get paid. Plus there's other things too that can come out of YouTube as well. You can come up with merch like t-shirts and hats and jackets and those types of things, keychains, and I've seen all kinds of stuff done here on YouTube. So there's lots of that, in addition to some people creating other things like books and ebooks and speaking engagements. As they grow their YouTube channel and their audience, they're offered these other opportunities that allow them to make money. So there's a lot of different ways to make money on YouTube, especially more specifically after you have built an audience, okay? And after you've established yourself as a brand and as a established, highly or higher viewed YouTube channel, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that people that are on YouTube channels that don't necessarily have high numbers of subscribers or views can't make money on the side. Absolutely not. I've seen many instances where people who only have 10,000 subscribers have actually made a living on 10,000 subscribers. However, that's a whole nother video. But they have other streams of revenue that they earn income from, and so they don't rely on the AdSense money from the viewership of their videos to make their money. They have other streams of income within their videos that allow them to be able to live full-time off of their YouTube, if that makes sense, okay? So there's a lot of different ways to make money on YouTube, okay? It's a little bit more complicated, so it might be something that I have to do a separate video on, and if you want me to, I'm more than happy to do it, but that's just to kind of give you an idea of how YouTubers get paid. Another question I got, are there any special rules that YouTubers have or that YouTube has for YouTubers who have channels? And that came from Baran Steph 15. So she's asking, are there any special rules that YouTube as a whole has for YouTubers? Okay, yes, there are a whole hell of a lot of things that YouTube has as far as rules and regulations, and these are things that are most definitely going to make it so that you can eventually partner with YouTube, which is how you eventually get paid through YouTube. And just to give you a brief synopsis of the whole YouTube partnership, basically, after you've established a certain amount of subscribers and viewers and are consistently uploading good quality videos, you will have an opportunity at some point. You might get an email from YouTube offering you the opportunity to apply for partnership. At that point, you apply for the partnership if you follow and your YouTube channel follows these specific guidelines, meaning you don't have copywritten content on your YouTube channel and a lot of other things. And then you can become YouTube partner. When you become YouTube partner, then from there you can get paid through the Google AdSense that I was referring to in my previous question, okay? Definitely YouTube it because there's a lot more, or Google it, there's a lot more involved with that. But that being said, there are rules for us YouTubers out here. So one, we cannot be using copywritten content. So if you ever want to become partner, you definitely have to get rid of the videos that have music in the background or music that you're playing. Or if you are using music like Drake or something as a background to your video or whatever the case may be, you're going to eventually need to delete it if you're ever going to become a partner with YouTube, because they'll find it and they'll say, well, we got to mute it, or they'll delete the video. So you want to most definitely make sure there's none of that. That you're not using copywritten music. YouTube has an entire playlist of music that you can actually choose from. I believe it's youtube.com/audio library or something like that. If I remember, I'll leave it in the description box down below. And it's literally where you can find so many different genres of music that are totally free and downloadable, and they're approved by YouTube that you can actually use to place on your videos, so you won't get flagged for copyright or any of that, because they are YouTube approved and they actually have some really good soundtracks. So I would definitely get to checking those out. You can actually play little snippets of them to see if it's something that kind of fits your brand and your YouTube channel, and then go from there. Okay, they have like everything from pop to rap to rock. They have everything on there, so I highly recommend doing that. There's also other sites you can go to if you Google this as well. where there are non-copyright written music that you can use as long as you give them credit, or the website credit, for having used their song in your video. And you'll just have to put it in the description box of the video or wherever they tell you to do it, okay? So that's probably the number one thing. But there's also other things. You want to make sure that you're not using other people's products. You cannot upload other people's videos. You can't be uploading music videos from Chris Brown and think because you got a ton of views on it because you put the Chris Brown video up that you're going to all of a sudden become partnered with YouTube. No, they'll flag you for that shit. Do not do that. It has to be authentic product. It has to be your product, okay? Authentically yours. That's the most important thing. I'm thinking about starting a channel, but I don't know what I should do to start. What camera is good to start out with for videos, okay? So, let me see. Do I even have my camera here? Oh, I don't have it here. Anyway, here's what I say, and I've mentioned it and referred to it in the first video that I put out about tips for YouTubers that are just starting out, so I will definitely refer to that. Check out that video down below. You will see that I go into the camera that I use and all that kind of stuff to get started on my YouTube channel so that you could actually see it, because that's the kind of stuff that I would recommend. So check out the video down below because I physically show you guys the camera that I use to start my videos, and that'll kind of give you a guide. But when you first start doing YouTube, the number one thing I have to tell you guys is don't go out there and start buying a whole bunch of bullshit. Do not think because you're starting a YouTube channel and you see all these other motherfuckers out here with these bright ass lights and these big ass cameras that that's what you need to get started on YouTube and to become a success on YouTube. Let me tell you something, okay? I not only did not have the big ass cameras 3 years into my YouTube channel, I didn't have any lights. I didn't have this studio. I didn't have a MacBook. I now have a MacBook Pro. I didn't have a MacBook Pro at first. I was working on an old ass Dell computer that had the Y missing, the letter Y missing on it, okay? I used everything I possibly could get my hands on that was free 99, because at the end of the day, you don't go spend your hard-earned coin on no YouTube channel. You let YouTube pay for the shit that you put out and use for your YouTube channel. So my MacBook Pro was paid for by YouTube. My cameras that I purchased later on in my YouTube career were purchased by YouTube. This studio was purchased through YouTube. This did not come from any of the money that we made from any of the jobs we had, or corporate jobs, or any of that. My husband has a day job. None of it came from that, okay? YouTube paid for that stuff. So do not go and invest a shit ton of money on money that you need for your household, okay? Because it's not necessary. You guys know when I first started out here on YouTube, I was literally sitting on the floor in front of my closet that I had to open up in my master bedroom. I had about this much space between my bed and myself, and I would sit there cross-legged with fucking pins and needles in my legs every time I shot a fucking video for so many years of my first part of my YouTube experience. And that's where I started doing what I do. I actually started out originally in the kitchen and realized the lighting wasn't that great. So then I finally figured that the flow of my bedroom was where I could be, and I took a lampshade off of 2 lamps, put them next to each other, and used my light bulbs that I already owned, okay, as my lighting, and then a camera that I already owned that had the video feature that you could turn and just flip a switch that would give me the option to shoot video off of. That's what I used when I got started. So I actually show you the video camera that I used when I first got started on that video that's down below, so make sure to check that out. But it's stuff that I already had, okay? Now, back then, there were no iPhone 6 Pluses and Galaxy video quality type cameras, but now there are. So you can actually start doing YouTube on your iPhone or iPhone 6 or even your Galaxy. You just have to make sure that the quality of the footage is good, the lighting is great, and that you're not shaking your shit as you're vlogging. Be steady with the camera. If it takes a little bit of time, practice a little bit so that you're not putting out all this shaky, inaudible ass content and it's not getting what you want as far as the response is concerned, okay? So please do not go out there and spend your hard-earned coin that wasn't obtained from YouTube thinking that's what the fuck these YouTubers are out here doing that's gonna get them that level of success. No ma'am, because this bitch right here didn't do not damn bit of it, and this girl right here was using everything free 99, including the editing software. I didn't even have iMovie for years into my YouTube channel. I used Windows Movie Maker. That is what I started my YouTube channel on. That is how I edited my videos. It was free 99. It is downloadable from the internet. It is still around. You can definitely use it. I used my Dell computer that I already owned. I downloaded Windows Movie Maker onto my Dell computer, and that is exactly how the fuck I did my videos for the first good 2.5 years of my YouTube career, okay? So please make sure that you are not spending money unnecessarily. You make sure that if you're going to spend that type of money on your YouTube channel, that YouTube's what paid for that shit. In other words, you should already be making money from YouTube, and you save your coin from the YouTube earnings to buy the items that are for your YouTube channel. All right, y'all. Look, I've answered so many questions that I'm losing my damn voice, and I was already shooting a video previous to this that I kind of started to lose my voice in, and then of course last night we shot Being Boozled, and I was laughing so hard, so I don't know that I can even answer any more questions, but I know that there's so many more questions that I have on here that I want to answer. I will most definitely do a part 2 of this specific series on YouTube as well, because there are specific topics that I can go into that could probably be its own video in and of itself. So please make sure to leave your questions down below. I will most definitely be doing a part 2 or just continue this every now and again, doing YouTube related topics, because I get so many questions about it. I will most definitely be doing a part 2 to my relationship and marriage question answer video as well. And if there's any other topics you guys want me to do a question answer video on, leave those comments in the description box. Leave those comments. Look, I don't even remember where the fuck to put the comments. Put it in the comments section down below so I can check it out. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video. And yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. You already know what to do. As always, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/socialitesandy. Hit me up on my Facebook fan page and my Pinterest page. Those links are down below. Hit me up on my blog, TheSocialiteLife.blogspot.com, and hit me up on Instagram, Periscope, and Snapchat at SocialiteSandy, S-A-N-D-E. And you already know I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.